Hi all, it's Piotr. Let's have a quick look at my newest Omnibus. This time Amazing Spider-Man Omnibus Volume 5. Cover I choose is by Kane and John Romita Sr. I love it, even if in this issue number 151 we don't have this spectacular view. It's still very, very good. If you are wondering how it looks here, well, Marvel did something with the spine. Now it's like that. In comparison to, for example, Volume 4. As you can see, Volume 4, as you can see, it was with no picture here, with big letters. So I'm not sure I like it, but well, in this direction Marvel is going right now. Let's go to the back. Here we have the covers for all the issues from this album. Let's take a look. For all of you that like to watch on the covers on the back. And then we have what it contains, and it contains Amazing Spider-Man 143 to 180, Annual 10 and 11, and Nova 12. Now let's take the dust jacket off. No surprise. Other picture than on the dust jacket. And classic Spider-Man web. If you ask if there is an eye, let's take a look. Even if it's not the biggest omnibus ever Marvel did, there is an eye. So all is fine. Let's look at the dust jacket for a moment. What else do we have here? Oh, why this omnibus is so important? It gives us original Clone Saga, the debut of Ben Reilly, now of course called only the clone of Spider-Man. There we have the clone of Gwen Stacy. We have Madness of Green Goblin, even 2 Green Goblins. We have Doc Ock coming back. And then we have the creators, Gary Conway, Lin Wayne, Ross Andrew, Sal Buscema, Gil Kane. So quite a lot of people did something with this omnibus. Let's go inside, just to have a quick look over it. Here we have the creators, the main antagonist, that is Shackle. The other cover is by Paco Medina and Aburtov. Table of contents. Letter by Jerry Conway from 2012. And then we slowly move toward the first Clone Saga. I really like this period of Spider-Man. It wasn't very simple, but it wasn't even very complex. It was just friendly neighborhood Spider-Man with a lot of troubles. Something that our hero always have and will have. Then we have the clone of Gwen Stacy. It cannot believe that she is there. We have the recap of how she died in previous volume of Omnibus. Here we have Shackle preparing to move against Spider-Man in full. Peter is still in shock. This period of Spider-Man, I mean the original Clone Saga, I have it in album from 1985. It was just called Spider-Man Clone Genesis. It gave us the long before this omnibus. You can see in size, bigger omnibus of course. For me it was a great story. Introduction of clone, 2 clones, maybe 3, who knows. Shackle revenge against Spider-Man. We learn who he is, why he is doing, of course, love to Gwen Stacy. Everyone thinks that Clone is dead, the same Miles Warren. But is it true? Who knows? Then Peter is struggling if he is the true or the clone one. Even makes some checkings on his health, if maybe he is or not Spider-Man. He fights Kingpin, and someone is watching him throwing off the body of clone. Later it turns out that it was Harry Osborn that was spying on him, but he was spying on him because of someone who is trying to be the third Green Goblin. We have Sandman, so quite a lot of enemies. And we have Doctor Octopus that survived the explosion of nuclear weapon. You can say that from the last omnibus. So quite achievement from him. Remember that he was in love with Aunt May, something really shocking. The artists are solid for me. Of course, Harry Osborn still is losing his mind. Oh, we have Punisher, Night Laurel, Wolverine, so quite a lot of company here. Kingpin. Again, we have have word from Kane. And here we have J. Jonah having photos of Peter and Spider-Man. And he thinks that he knows who he is, why he's doing what he's doing, but Peter has managed to use some other photos to take it's not the true. Molten Man. Again, Punisher. And here we have the psychiatrist of Harry Osborn. He later will know that he is trying to accomplish something big. And what it is, you can see a fight is going on in the underworld. Silvermane. Peter thinks that it's Harry under the Green Goblin costume. But surprise, surprise. Here is Green Goblin, here is Harry Osborn, and he is Prince. So, who is he? Who is the Green Goblin? Bart Hamilton, the psychiatrist of Harry Osborn. He used the hypnosis to find all the data he needs to be the Green Goblin, who Spider-Man is. So he has all the data he needed. And again, he died by this boom. Harry again is not remembering anything. So Peter thinks it's okay. But his secret is safe. Then we have covers. Message from Stan Lee. Cool. That is cool. Yeah. Quite a lot of stuff in the back. Sketches. Covers. And this is from Jerry Conway. And this is the second cover I was talking to you about. So that is all in this omnibus. The main plot, of course, is the first Clone Saga from this album. Then we have the Green Goblin. Even you can find it in Who is the Third Goblin in this small trade paperback. But still, having it in omnibus format for me is really a pleasure with this great cover. Now, what can we expect in the future? That is a really good question, as we are now by issue 180. Yeah, 180. And then what? We can move to Roger Stern Omnibus. Is it possible that it will be in one omnibus? Yeah, well, why not? It's only 40 issues. So we can go to this one, the big Roger Stern Omnibus. Only 40 issues, so maybe Marvel will do it in one omnibus. I hope so, because they're not very big ones. The last Omnibus, well, maybe 4 was big, but fifth one is not so big, as you can see. So I hope that we'll have in some near future volume 6 that will give us the gap between volume 5 and Roger's turn completed. Let's hope so. It's really good stuff to read. I love the first Clone Saga, so it will be a pleasure to read it again in big format.